Well, good evening. Welcome to Bass Field on the campus of Franklin Christian Academy. I'm Will Shipman, and tonight we have TSIA football for you here on the Falcons Sports Network between the Lancaster Christian Academy Knights and your FCA Falcons. Great crowd is gathering here tonight on Jersey night for this battle between TSIAA foes. The Knights are coming into tonight's game with a record of 0-2, a pair of home losses the past 2 weeks to the Tennessee Heat, 47-32, and to Southaven, 30-20. The Knights are trying to get their footing after the graduation of longtime starting quarterback Deuce Bragg, who has gone on to take his talents to the University of South in Swanee, Tennessee. Under the 5-year start for the Knights, they found success in TSIA with a couple of second-place finishes. His younger brother Dizzle Bragg has taken the reins of the offense for the Knights. It's been a rough start, coming up a little short in their first 2 games. They'll look to get on the winning side of things tonight. And for the Falcons, coming in tonight's game off a bye week after their opening weekend win against CCS, 46-12. Senior duo of Nathan Ritchie and Caleb Lee led the offense. Ritchie, the senior quarterback, was 8 of 14 for 162 and 4 touchdowns. Lee was on the receiving end of 2 of those touchdowns with 84 yards. The Falcons' defense had a good opening weekend as well, forcing 3 turnovers, one of them a pick 6 by sophomore linebacker Hudson Fullis. Now, special teams started everything off a couple of weeks ago. The opening kickoff, Graham LeGraze returning it 74 yards for a touchdown. So all 3 phases of the game were working for the Falcons 2 weeks ago. And so the Falcons will look to get win number 2 tonight and keep all those facets of the game going. It's a balmy night here in Franklin. Temperatures have been at or near 100 degrees most of the week, and that'll bring some challenges to both teams. Game time temp right now is 86 degrees with a heat index of 94 here at 8 o'clock in the evening in Franklin, Tennessee. Now, both teams will have to keep hydrated, and we'll have to be on the lookout for any heat-related injuries as the game goes along, so that could make a difference as we go through tonight. Sit back and enjoy tonight's game here on the Falcons Sports Network on YouTube. We'll be back with kickoff here coming up.
Your FCA Falcons are coached by Ryan Johnston, Shaka Hill, Coach E, Scott Zone, Casey Jorgensen, and head coach Tim Johnston. At this time, if you will please rise as head of school, Hugh Harris will lead us in prayer.
Please remain standing for our national anthem. Father, we thank you for a glorious evening. We're reminded by a beautiful sunset that you are in charge of all things. So we turn this night over to you. We thank you for our friends at Lancaster. We recognize that Christian is at both of our schools, not in name only. Father, we thank you for coaches, the families, the support. Thank you for our officials tonight. Give them wisdom as they guide our schools and the team. Father, we're thankful that it's Friday night, and it was a Friday where it was desperate and stressful, and we're thankful that Sunday came. That's why we're here as believers, trusting what Jesus did on the cross. So, Father, we turn this evening over to you. May all that's said and done be your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Go.
And now the time has come for everyone in the nest to rise to your feet and get ready to fly with the Falcons.
Welcome back again after the national anthem. The Falcons now coming out onto the field for their second game of the season. Here gets Lancaster. Falcons won the toss. They will receive to start here. Get things kicked off tonight. Again, a very balmy evening here in Franklin on the west side. And temperatures in the mid-80s, but heat index has been the issue all week. But most of this week, Falcons practiced in the mornings to avoid the afternoon heat, as heat indexes in the Middle Tennessee area have risen well above 100 degrees for the past few days. Again, Will Shipman, glad you could join us wherever you are on the World Wide Web here as we get ready for TSIA football tonight. We received, maybe they won the toss and deferred. I wasn't sure. I did not see him mark it. I didn't see him mark defer. So the Falcons will have the football here. Caleb Lee stepping back. He'll go deep to receive. Graham LeGray's up short around the 30-yard line. He had the 74-yard touchdown return last week for Lancaster. Kicking off looks to be number 1, Albert Clark, senior. So the clock will get reset to 12 minutes here. So now the kickoff whistles are blowing to blow it dead. I don't think the official marked it ready. So they'll have to reset this here. It's not working right now. Okay, got the clock set here. So we'll reset everything. So Clark will tee it up again, get ready to kick off again. Caleb Lee back deep to receive. The kick went way back. So they now got everything set up, getting ready to restart. And so now Clark will get ready to kick it off again. And the second game of the season's officially started now. Lee will take the kickoff deep, back around the 10-yard line. Looking for some room, bounces to the outside. Gets the corner, got a couple blockers in front. He's going to get down across the 40 down. I think they'll mark him right at the 40-yard line. So about a 30-yard return for Caleb Lee. Good start for the Falcons here. And so the Falcons will start on their own 40. Nathan Ritchie, the quarterback, coming out. Ritchie last week, 8 of 14, 167 yards, 4 touchdowns. Good night. Caleb Owens and Caleb Lee were his 2 primary targets last week, both getting 2 of the 4 touchdowns each. Now Ritchie will come out in shotgun. Set the ball for play. Now a shift, and they will send the man in motion. Ritchie gets it, hands it off in the backfield, and getting in there, number 14. Real quick, number 8, Sean Reddick on the carry, but number 14, Leighton Logal, sophomore, getting into the backfield. They'll mark him down at the 35 for a 5-yard loss. So 2nd and 15 coming from the 35. So not the way the Falcons wanted to start today. Logel did a good job of blasting down inside. Falcons in a tight formation now from the 35. Snap. Handoff again. And this time to, I think it's Reddick again. Only getting a couple of yards up to the 37. So gain of 2, it will be 3rd and 13 for the Falcons. So 3rd and behind the chains already. For this offense. So the Falcons send Lee in motion. Now he steps back. Going to throw it across the middle to him. Lee goes up, and it's deflected away. Had an opportunity to catch it, but just couldn't gather it in. That pass is incomplete. And so after the incomplete pass, the Falcons find themselves at 4th and 13, and that will bring out the punting unit. Ritchie will go back to punt it away. So the Falcons a 3 and out to start. So a good start for the Lancaster defense. Falcons unable to get the running game going. Good pass by Ritchie. It was covered well, just couldn't get inside. Now Ritchie's punt, line drive, goes over and running down to cover it. The Falcons are going to pin him back deep. This punt goes inside the 15 as number 13, Graham LeGray's going down to cover. Doesn't give a chance for a return. Looks like they're going to start around the 12-yard line. We'll see where they finally mark it. And it looks like that is where they'll place it. They'll place it at the 12, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights of Lancaster. 10:02 to go here in the first quarter. Coming out, quarterback number 11, Dizzle Bragg for the Lancaster Knights. He'll keep it, passing the backfield, slipping and falling down. Might get a yard out of it.
Number 1 on the carry, Albert Clark.
So Albert Clark to pitch back to him. He's actually going to lose yardage back to the 8-yard line. So it'll be a 3-yard loss. Yeah, I think it's, we'll see. Second down coming up. A snap in the backfield. Falcons get back there and hog tie and bring him down inside the 5. Looks like back to the 3. So this will be another big loss as Daniel Francis goes back and gets him. So now, third down and long coming up. Bragg in his own end zone, looking, runs it out himself. Falcons coming to cover. Bragg nearly wrapped up. Now he still holding on to it. Looks like he stepped out of bounds just shy of the 10-yard line, so up to the 9. So that'll be well short of the first down, actually still behind the chains. So we'll see what Lancaster does here. I assume they would punt. It looks like they're sending back to punt. See if we can get a number squished up. Can't really tell. But the Falcons should get good field position out of this. There's the snap, high snap. Punt is away. It's short. Falcons getting away from it. It's going to bounce near the 40 and go out of bounds between the 40 and 45. So the Falcons will get good field position for their second possession of the game. 7:44 to go here in the first quarter. They'll take over at the 45-yard line of the Knights. So for the Falcons, this will be great field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. If you just join us, they went 3 and out their first time. So now the Falcons come back out. Brett Williams out here, wide receiver at the near side. Ritchie backs off now. Bunn goes up. He sends Williams in motion. Ritchie takes the snap. Hand off to LeGraze. LeGraze has got room across the 40, 35. Breaks into the secondary. He'll get the first down and more down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play. So great run there. Good job by LeGraze to get through. So big run by Graham LeGraze. The junior gets the Falcons now inside the 30. 20-yard gain and first down. Caleb Lee now in the backfield at running back in the pistol. Hand it off to him. Lee comes here to the near side. Looking for some room. Bouncing it out. Shovels his feet and slides. Gets inside the 20, down to around the 18-yard line. Actually given the 17, looks like. So the Falcons have second down and about 3. Maybe 2.5. Looks like it's between the 17 and the 18 based on the sticks on the far side. Hard to tell in the markings when they put it in the middle of the field. But Falcons on the move here. Second down and short. Ritchie and shotgun's got Caleb Lee to his left. And there's a pre-snap whistle. And official, it's a dead ball. He'll be offsides against Lancaster, so that offsides penalty will give the Falcons a first down inside the 15. So the Falcons pushing deep into night territory now. Come up to the line. Number 20, Grayson Rorchie now at tailback. Falcons have a stable of tailbacks here that they can use. We've now seen 4 in the game. High snap. Rorchie has to go up to get it from Ritchie, and just come in on the blitz. It's number 14, Logal again with another tackle for loss as he gets in the backfield from his end position. So now after that, that's going to be a big loss. Loss of 5 it looks like. So second and 15 coming up. So now Ritchie in shotgun again. He's got 3 wide receivers this time. Caleb Owens in the game up at the top. Ritchie looking to throw that way. Throws it over. It hit as soon as he caught it. It'll be a gain of 5. Get it back to, looks like he'll get it back to third down and 10. So they get the penalty. They get the loss back as Owens with his first catch of the night. Now the Falcons hurry up and come to the line. Looks like they're going to run the same formation with Williams and Lee stacked wide receivers over here to the right. Rorchie and Ritchie in the backfield together. Ritchie going back, looking to throw, looking, throws it over here to the far side, and it is incomplete. Intended for Williams. And so now let's see what the Falcons decide to do here as they're at their 11-yard line of the Knights. Be on the left hash. Caden Gravy coming in now. Get a timeout taken by the Knights here to think about. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. Falcons with a big 4th and 10 coming up when we come back here on the Falcons Sports Network.
Hey, who called the timeout? Lancaster.
And after the timeout by the Knights, 4th down and 10 coming up. Falcons in the blue jerseys with the white pants. Knights in the white jerseys with black pants tonight. So a big 4th down here for the Falcons. Come out with 3 wide receivers to the right. Ritchie in shotgun. Pressure coming up the middle. Ritchie looking, throws across the middle. Got a man. Did he get in the end zone? He did. Touchdown Falcons. Brett Williams, 11 yards from Nathan Ritchie, puts them on the board, 6-0. Now Watson Chapman coming out to attempt the extra point. Kick is away, it's up, and it is good. So Chapman gets the extra point. Falcons take a 7-0 lead. 4:38 to go here in the first quarter. Back with kickoff in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network.
You run on YouTube?
I don't have anything this year. I had some last year.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you run them.
Yeah, this year, Mr. Oberhausen set all those up last year. So when his son graduated, we didn't have anybody to set that up this year. So, something I'd like to do, get back in the future, get some sponsorships out here. Yeah. Ready for kickoff here. Falcons now up 7-0. Kickoff deep. Going to be taken in about the 5-yard line. Clark cutting inside. Falcons will swarm him about the 25. Go down. Mark it about. It looks like they're going to give him the 27-yard line. And so that's where Lancaster will take over for their second possession. Falcons up 7-0 here in the first quarter. If you just joined us, just missed the pass from Nathan Ritchie to Brett Williams, his first touchdown of the season. Ritchie's 5th. So now 4 wide receivers set for Lancaster as they spread out the offense. Bragg and pre-snap whistle here. We'll see what we get. Officials communicate. Will be a dead ball. Be offsides against the Falcons, so that'll be a free 5 yards for the Knights. Make this a 1st and 5 coming up. Got to avoid mental mistakes here. Falcons were fairly penalty-free in the first game. Had a couple, but were very disciplined in the first contest earlier this season. So we hope that continues on throughout the season. Good job by coaches getting the guys prepared. So now again, 3 wide receivers. Now we'll send a man to the other side. That's Macias that goes in the motion, now comes back. Pass over here to the side. Looking for some room. Trying to find it. Falcons do a great job of swarming. As in for the tackle. Krasinski with the reception. So Falcons get to him. So second. Five yards coming up. 3rd down on the box. Snap. Bragg looking to throw. He gets in the air and falls incomplete. And I think when they moved the penalty, So not sure. Yeah, it should be third on the box. I think they switched the box after the penalty. So it's third down. There's confusion. So the box has, there it is. Now they flipped it back. I think they shifted it up after the penalty, and it should have stayed. Or, let's see, not sure. There's still confusion. I'm pretty sure it's third down. We'll see what the officials do here because now got 3 wide receivers in the game, and timeout's going to be taken by Coach Bragg. And so the officials will now huddle. So Lancaster takes another timeout. They'll have one remaining here. 3:45 to go in the quarter.
It's third down. It's third down. They on the penalty, they should have repeat the down. No.
So 3:45 to go. It'll be third down when we come back after this timeout.
Job, man. Yeah, you really do. Very good job. Half the time. Hey, feel free to say what the ball's on and how many yards to go every time.
I'll try. Sometimes I miss that too. Coming out. Official. Oh, okay. So Lancaster will get that timeout back. So don't worry about it. So it'll be 2 timeouts. It'll be official timeout since there was a mistake on the box. So now Lancaster on third down. Bragg's going to roll out, throw it to the outside. It's going to be caught, and that will be enough for a first down. Albert Clark on the reception. And so that will make it a 1st and 10, marking it at the 38-yard line. So the Falcons, or excuse me, the Knights get their first down of the ball game. So Knights again spreading the field with 3 wide receivers. See, the Falcons can get some pressure on Bragg. He's going to send Clark in motion. Bragg takes the snap, going back and looking to quick throw. Now he'll step up in the pocket and drug down from behind as number 50. That is Daniel Francis getting back there. So he'll get the sack. It'll be a loss of 2 back to the 35-yard line. So 2nd and 12 will be coming up for the Knights. That time Bragg thought he had room. Looked like he had a big hole up there in the middle. Had to hesitate as Hudson Folis stayed home at his linebacker position. That gave time for Francis to come up and grab him from behind and throw Bragg to the ground. So now 4 wide receivers in the game. They'll send the man in motion. Bragg looking to the side here, looking to throw downfield. Will throw it up. Caleb Lee with a good stick at the 42-yard line. Throws it to Kaczynski. So that will move the ball up to the 42-yard line. So 3rd down and 6 after a gain of 6. So we'll see what the Knights do here on 3rd down. Converted their last 3rd down. It was a 3rd and shorter than this. Watch for the quick out. So far, they haven't tried anything downfield. They got max protection here with 2 tight ends. Got to watch for one of them leaking out. Bragg throws it to the man in motion. It's going to be close. Let's see where they mark. Actually going to mark him a little bit short. He's going to be 2 yards shy. So with a 4th and 2 coming up, Lancaster not even hesitating. They're leaving the offense on the field. Hit the motion, man. Folis over there with the tackle. Now, got to watch Bragg in the backfield as they have a max protection. There's the snap. Everybody coming. Pass is short. Falcons come up and grab him, and they push him out. They stop him. It'll be a loss of a yard, and the Falcons will take over on downs at the 45-yard line. Caleb Lee and I think it was Williams over there on the far side, both of them coming up to make the tackle. And with 1:04 to go in the first quarter, Falcons are right back in business in night territory at the 45-yard line. Well, Lancaster tried the quick out there. Falcons pursued well. They rushed to the ball as it was thrown to the outside, and the receiver, not sure who it was, didn't catch a number. The receiver had no chance. So now the Falcons come out. I think it's Grayson Rorchie in the backfield with Nathan Ritchie, and now whistles. And for the Falcons, this will be another false start penalty. Like I said, they avoided these the first week. That's another 5-yard penalty. Those will hurt you. So I'll move the ball back to midfield, bring up 1st and 15. Snap, going to be a handoff. Bouncing here to the outside, running downhill is Grayson Rorchie. Grayson Rorchie gets it across the 40 down to the 36, so just short. 2nd and 1 coming up. Falcons quickly to the line. 35 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Ritchie takes the snap. Handoff for Rorchie again. He's got the first down and more. Dances into the secondary. He had one man to beat. He's tackled. That was a touchdown-saving tackle at the 20-yard line. And again, Coach Jorgensen telling them to hurry up to the line. Right now, the Falcons trying to peel their ears back and push them into the end zone. Quick substitution. Ritchie takes the snap. Handoff to Rorchie again. Up the middle. He'll get across the 15 down to the 14. I think that will do it for the first quarter with only 5 seconds left. Falcons will not be able to get another snap off, so the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. Back with that second quarter here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network.
We use this opportunity, fans, to let you know about our wonderful concession stand. You head in just behind our southern goalpost. You'll find wonderful concessions, fresh-made hamburgers, sodas, candy, chips, everything you need for that game-day hunger. So please visit our Falcons.
I know.
12 minutes.
I know.
Gotcha, I didn't realize. Sorry.
Special shout out to whoever's running the grill tonight. Because I don't know who it is.
It's like,
Yep.
Hey. Whoever's running the grill tonight, you're the short straw.
I can't read it, and then what? So I did it. I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit 12, but it just stayed at 13. So then I hit 0, and then but to do it. Then I hit 1, 1, and it worked for some reason. What's the ball? How many yards to go?
Falcons to take a 7-0 lead here into the second quarter. Nathan Ritchie to Brett Williams is the only scorer so far. As Williams' first touchdown of the year. Ritchie his 5th. Falcons got the ball on a turnover on downs to start this series late in the first quarter. Have already ran it down inside the 15. So they'll snap this ball from the 14. Ritchie with the ball. Or at quarterback, he'll get the snap. Pitches it to LeGrace. LeGrace running for the corner. He'll be caught from behind. We'll see where they mark him. He will be just short. As the Falcons try to spread it out, looks like maybe the 11-yard line. So a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Falcons. They need to get this inside the 10-yard line for a first down. Rorchie still in the backfield. Or Rorchie back in the backfield. LeGraze ran that last play. Now they give it to him. Rorchie's got the first down. He's going to bounce to the outside. Cuts it back in across the 5. Down to about the 3. And that's where the Falcons have it. 1st and goal with 11:15 to go here in the first half. So 1st and goal from the 3. Falcons quickly get back up to the line. Ritchie again with Rorty to his right. Brett Williams, the lone wide receiver at the top. Falcons in a power formation. They give it to Rorty. Rorty up the middle, flips over the goal line, and a touchdown for the Falcons. Grayson Rorty makes it 13-0. Rorty runs it in for the Falcons. And so the first rushing touchdown of the game. And so 10:48 Chapman now. Kick is up, and it is no good, they say. Off to the right, I guess. 13-0 Falcons with the lead. 10:48 to go here in the second. Back with the kickoff here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network.
Kicks our extra points.
Watson Chapman.
Does he do our field goals too?
It depends. Like Ritchie, looks like they're gonna if they're gonna kick it deep, it's usually Ritchie.
Okay.
He has the power leg.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple other guys. Nate Hendricks, freshman, he'll sometimes come in for squib kicks and things like that.
Yeah. Depends on the situation.
Ritchie in to kick off for the Falcons. 10:49 to go here on a humid evening in Franklin, Tennessee. Falcons up 13-0. 10:49 to go here in the second quarter. Ritchie comes up, meets the ball. It is a directional kick. Bounces, picked up around the 10-yard line by Clark. Clark trying to get to the outside. Falcons pursuing. Still slipping tackles, gets across the 20 to the 25. And looks like for the Falcons on the tackle, look like number 40, John Pollard, getting in there to make the stop. So the Knights will take over. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like mark it at the 26, so that's where the Knights will take over. First down and 10. Lancaster again has trying to spread the field on the Falcons, maybe open up some things in the middle. Francis coming on the field late at the nose tackle. Bragg in the backfield. He has a lone running back with him this time. They send a man in motion. Bragg looking to throw that way. Throws outside. It's caught, but Williams there immediately to make the stick. And that's not going to be much of a gain, maybe a yard. So 2nd and 9 will be coming up. So good pursuit by Williams there. It was the man in motion. That was number 15, Eric Macias. As Macias ran the out route, Williams was there immediately. So Falcons, good pursuit. Now 3 wide receivers at the top. Bragg in the backfield all by himself. And he's sending a man in motion. Now this time we will get a timeout taken by Lancaster, it looks like. So they will still have one left. They'll have one left now. So 10:06 to go here in the first half. Back in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Second down and 9 after the 1 yard gain. 10:06 to go. 3 wide receivers to the far side. They've been sitting a man on motion in this formation. See if they do. They will. Against Macias, who comes in motion. Now Bragg's going to roll toward the motion. Throws over the middle of the field. Almost intercepted. It was Hudson Follis getting up. Almost had his second pick of the season. Hudson Follis. So good defense by the Falcons again, bringing up 3rd and 9. Hudson Follis, just a sophomore, already making his mark this season on this team. Bragg takes the snap quickly. He'll throw it over here to the side. Falcons trying to contain. They will. Caleb Lee is at, no, Sean Reddick. Sean Reddick coming up to make a great tackle. It's across the 20, or across the 30, excuse me. He's going to bring up 4th down and about, see where they mark it. Yeah, 4th and 4. They bring out the punt team. Only 4 yards. We'll see what they do here. Falcons have nobody back. They're going to play this safe, punt safe. As they'll play a safety defense here. There's the snap, high snap. Kick is away. It's going to be a line drive kick that'll hit around the 35. Get a great Lancaster roll. Cross the 30, 25, keep rolling. Going to get down to the 21-yard line, and that's where the Falcons will take over. 9:09 to go here in quarter number 2. Falcons up 13-0 with the ball. So the Falcon defense after the score come down here, made some great plays on defense. Near pick by Hudson Follis. And so now Falcons come back out. Nathan Ritchie again in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. They'll give it to, or fake the pitch to Lee. Nathan Ritchie keeps it. Barrels his way up the middle. That's going to be a good game for Ritchie. Looks like he's going to get out close to the 27-yard line. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard gain. So good run there by Ritchie. Fakes the jet sweep to Caleb Lee. Got the defense leaning just a little bit. And then to Ritchie, when he gets some momentum going downhill, he can lay a lick on anybody and move guys. So good to see him get a little running game in now. Again, this time they'll give it to Lee. He makes it to the outside. Got the first down. Moore cuts it back in the middle. Let's see if he gets Jets going. Splitting the defense. He is still on his feet. Still going. Looking for the corner. Can Caleb Lee beat him there? He does. Touchdown, Falcons. Caleb Lee, 72 yards. And the Falcons put another 6 on the board, 19-0, 8:14 to go here in the second. Caleb Lee would not be denied. He slipped a couple of tackles, made one guy miss, and just split the defense. Hesitation, then was a race to the corner. And Lee ran it right in for the score. I'll have to look at the replay to see if it was a pop pass or a handoff. Chapman, his kick is up. It's going to be good. Sneak that one inside the uprights, and the Falcons up 20-0. Back with the kickoff here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network.
Lancaster 0.
Next two are away. Grace Baptist next week, and then South Haven the following week, and then a week by week, and then back home here for homecoming. Yeah, we won't be back here till the 22nd. Yeah, I'll go to both. Yeah, South Haven has a pretty good place where I can set up, and then next week we go to Chattanooga. We'll be at UTC Stadium. Oh wow, that's where we're gonna play. So I have to talk couldn't find out where I could set up, but yeah. Falcons up 20-0, 8:14 to go here in the second quarter. Ritchie to kick off again. This one is a short kickoff. It'll be taken by one of the up man around the 30-yard line. Falcons pursue and will make the tackle across the 35. So number 3, Sebastian Gertz with the carry. On the return, he gets it out to the 38-yard line. It looks like where they'll, well, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we'll call it the 37, yeah. First and 10. 4 wide receivers in the game again. Knights still trying to spread the Falcons out. They're trying these quick passes. Falcons have done a good job pursuing so far. This time the Knights will get a big gain out of it, almost 8 yards. It will be a gain of 8. So 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball will be marked at the 44-yard line of the Knights. That time Falcons playing a little bit off protection. Again, this is kind of been their MO tonight, these quick passes. Bragg with a hard count takes the snap. Falcons do a good job watching. This time Francis gets to him, and they'll pull him down. So Bragg will go down into the grasp of the entire Falcon off defensive line. Francis made the initial hit. That'll be a loss of 5 back to the 41. And so 3rd down and 7 coming up. So Falcons with a good defensive play turned a 2nd and short to a 3rd and medium. Send the man in motion. Bragg looking to the sidelines. He'll take the snap. Falcons coming again. Quick pass the outside. See if the Falcons can contain it. It's going to be close. We'll see where they mark it. This is going to be close to the first down. They keep it in. It looks like it's going to be a yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1. So after the completion, so I'm sure here down 20-0, 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Knights are going to go for it. They'll stay in the same formation. Watch the hard count. You can hear him saying, watch the ball from the sidelines. Bragg taking it deep. There's the snap. Quick throw out. It's going to get the first down. It'll be a gain of 3 out to the midfield. And so the quick pass to the outside. So Kaczynski with the reception. First down from midfield. Bragg again in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, looking his way here on the out. It overthrows him. That will be too high. Pass intended for number 15, Eric Macias. And you could see that when it left his hand, that was going to float. So just overthrew the out. 2nd down and 10 coming up, 6:22 to go before halftime. Macias will go in motion again. Now this time, Bragg will keep it. He slips away from the defense and slides down just short of the first down. So they'll mark it at about the 42-yard line. It'll be a long 2, short 3, it looks like. 2.5 yards here, 3rd down. So you got to think, unless there's a big loss on this play, you got to hold them for 2 downs here. Bragg looks, throws it to Clark. Clark gets the pass, slips one tackle, is going to get the first down and more. Across the 40, they'll mark him at the 39-yard line. So the Knights get another first down. Knights quickly up to the line. Looking to the sideline for the play. Looks like the Falcons will rush 2 here. The snap. Quick pass to the outside. Again, taking what they give. Was it a catch and a fumble? Let's see. Let's see. I think it is. I think they're going to say catch and fumble. They are. And so it'll be a catch and a fumble by number 3, Sebastian Gertz, and the Falcons will take over. The Falcons will get it 1st and 10. So the button with the recovery, the Falcons will have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And now the Falcons get out quickly. Ritchie keeps it, coming to the near side, rolls over one defender, keeps the legs churning. He'll be stood up at the 43-yard line, and he'll be enough for a 1st down. So Ritchie with the keeper gets 12 yards, and it'll be enough for a Falcon 1st down. So from the 43-yard line, Falcons will come up on the line of scrimmage. Rorty in the backfield with Ritchie. They set the play. Ritchie, hand off to Rorty. Rorty across the 45. He'll fall forward to about the 48-yard line, about 47 and a half. We'll give him the 48. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. So a gain of 5 for Rorty. Falcons huddle this time. Caleb Owens and Caleb Lee as wide receivers down here to the bottom. Graham LeGray's back in at tailback with Ritchie in the backfield with him. Ritchie from the shotgun sends Lee in motion. He'll take the snap. Looking to pass. Throws it over here for LeGray's just off his fingertips. He misses it. Macias on pursuit. So that'll bring up 3rd down. Some of the Falcons haven't had to deal with for a while. 3rd down and 5 from the Falcons' own 48-yard line. LeGray still in the backfield with Ritchie. Ritchie takes the snap, looking to throw downfield. Here comes some pressure. Ritchie steps up. Cost the 50. He'll have the 1st down and more. Ritchie heading toward the sidelines. Oh, boils over. Ritchie's helmet comes off. And now a Lancaster player is down. That's number 3, Sebastian Gertz, and he took a hard lick as Ritchie lowered his head going in. So now everybody will take a knee. Just a hard football play there, folks. But now all of our concern now is with the player from Lancaster. He is moving his feet. That's a good sign. So right now the training staff out from both teams. And it looks like they're going to move the Falcons down here to the other end of the field and get away as the trainers now all concerned with number 3, Sebastian Gertz, as he took a hard lick as Nathan Ritchie running downhill. So now they're moving the Falcons all the way down to the other end. As right now they're bringing the Gator over. They're able to roll him over. As the Falcons all on one end of the field huddled in prayer for the young man. And even right now, as you can see right now, concern on the faces of many of the coaching staff and the administration out here right now. As Lancaster players also in prayer. As all our hopes and thoughts are with this young man right now. Both teams off to the sidelines as the training staff and everybody, coaches and all, working around. It looks like now their main focus is stabilizing the neck area. Again, player for Lancaster down the field after taking a hard hit on a tackle. And just by looking at the body language of everybody around, it looks like we're going to have a long delay here. And possibly, and just I hear the sirens now coming from over at West Haven. So I have a feeling that we're going to have a long delay here as this young man's going to be tended to by emergency personnel here momentarily. So we will take a little break here on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons up 20-0. But right now the score not the most important thing. As right now all our thoughts and prayers are with the player from Lancaster, junior Sebastian Gertz. We'll be back in a moment.
I would say, well, that's a good question. I was asking if they need me to move my truck, because I'm right there.
Which are you? Which one are you?
I'm the dark blue right there. They said no. They said they're fine, but I think I might need to.
They're not going to move any of the truck?
No, that was mine. I told them I can move it if they need me.
Okay.
Yes, it's me.
Okay.
They got 2 lanes right there, but if they need me to, I can move that in an instant. What? If they break it, that's fine. Might as well. What is that?
He's going to undo the speakers for now so they don't run over.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's coming around. Yeah, he's fine. Surely I think he's going to come down, come around.
Somewhat direction.
Yeah. Back here at Bass Field, a somber moment as football has become secondary. Number 3, Sebastian Gertz on a very hard play by Nathan Ritchie. Okay, so the word from the officials right now is they're going to give the teams, because we've had such a lengthy delay, they're going to give a 3-minute warm-up period before we restart the game with 3:58 to go in the second quarter. Again, a somber moment here at Bass Field as Sebastian Gertz, number 3 for and so it looks like what the decision has been, and maybe this was an agreement by both coaches, to go ahead and call the half. So we're going to call it halftime. And so there'll be a 12-minute halftime with a 3-minute warm-up. And so we'll come back, and I guess when we come back, we will start the third quarter. Falcons up 20-0. But again, that is the secondary issue right now, is all our thoughts and prayers. Sebastian Gertz, a apparent head to neck injury, occurred on a hard play. Down here, hit by as Nathan Ritchie was at the end of his run as Gertz come in to make the tackle. We did see his feet moving, so that's a good sign. But right now they were talking to him, so he was conscious. And I would hope that most of this is just for precautionary reasons, as they had bring emergency personnel to come and escort him to a medical facility. So we'll take a break, be back here in about 15 minutes with the second half here on the Falcons Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, after the officials have consulted with both head coaches and the Lancaster family, had a prayer circle here on the middle of the field with both fan bases, and the decision has been made after the injury to call the game. Lancaster has decided not to continue. Their whole team and fan base are in the north end zone right now in prayer, and you can tell hearts are heavy here at Franklin. So this will conclude our broadcast for the evening. I'm Will Shipman. Our thoughts and prayers, again, are with Sebastian Gertz tonight. That's the most important thing. So keep him in your prayers as he is being attended by medical personnel tonight. And we will be back on the air next week here on the Falcons Sports Network. Good night and God bless.